Hey, y'all. I wanted to speak with you about freedom because it's the theme of the breathwork session I'm offering tomorrow night. Freedom, freedom, freedom. It is hard earned, and seemingly we all want to experience that sensation of freedom, feeling unbound, untethered, unconstricted, having some sense of movement and expanse. I don't know that many people who feel free or who act free or who claim their freedom. Not that many. And it seems that we're born into this matrix that impedes our perception of freedom. I get a sneaking suspicion it is an inherent divine right that we are sovereign beings, and yet we do not experience ourselves as such. We want freedom for ourselves, for those that we love, for even strangers that are seemingly being oppressed, acted upon in a violent way. For my woke friends who claim to be awake, you are not awake any more than I am. We are awakening bit by bit, layer by layer, level by level, step by step. It is an emergence. It's not a finality. And so much of it is clouded by this processor and our inability to really understand what is true or real. And there is so much propaganda, so much programming that would have us feel small, disempowered, victimized, and in a perpetual state of longing for something that is truly inherent. It is our nature that we are unbounded, energetic spirits, you and me. And we come alive, awake, aware in this thing that we call life. And then we yearn for the freedom that we already are. It's a conundrum. And it's very upsetting for a lot of us who strive to experience freedom from. I want to offer that nature can support you. Meditation can support you. Your breath can support you. I think you know this already. What are you choosing? And why are you choosing it? Are you devoted to your freedom? Day by day, do you wake up and consider it? Consider relieving yourself from the limited beliefs, the confines of your own egoic structure, your own small self, your personhood that is so limited, so limiting to the truth of who you are. We invest so much in our personal identity, and it can be terrifying, the path to freedom, to consider releasing any of that. Who we've been, how we've been, what we've been up to, the identities that we have invested so much time and energy into, the path to freedom would have us release all of that. And your ego doesn't like it. Your ego is going to fight for the sameness of your life. And a different part of you, the fuller part, the higher part, the sacred part, the source self, is going to be the one to save you from yourself, from this constricted way of feeling and thinking and being in the world. It's up to you to choose what you want to focus on, your small, predictable, safe self, your egoic construct that gets so much validation and accolades in this reality, in this denser reality that most of us are participating in. You can focus on that, you can be in that for the rest of your life, and it may be enough for you. For some of you, no. For some of you, it's not enough. For some of you, you ache for something different, and maybe you don't even know how to get there. And I'm offering that you can focus on the broader sense of who you are, the fuller part, the wholer part, the holy part, the more integrated version of you, the one that can become aware, more aware of who you are, what you're up to, why you're up to it. Compassion helps. Presence. Your presence is a profound key to all of this. What has your attention and why? I've said this before, I'll say it again. My messages are for so few of you. It's for those of you that are longing and aching for something more, different, true, authentic, real, empowering. And it's going to cost you everything, which is why so few put their feet on the path of well-being, because they're not willing to release who they've been for who they will be. It's a lack of trust. And one way, one methodology for moving through that sensation of not trusting is to set yourself up day by day by day for self-care practices, tending to yourself little by little by little to build that trust in yourself, to build that trust in your life. Self-love will move you through this thing. Compassion helps. Judgment, not helpful. You know this. I don't think there's new information here. I don't think so. Maybe there is. My messages are meant to support you in your awakening process. For those of you that are hungry for your own well-being, that want to contribute to yourself, to your families, to your communities in a meaningful, purposeful way. We know coming alive isn't easy, and we know that this thing is not for life. Technology, the programming, feeding the addictions. There's so much input that would have us numb and feel underneath, so much so that we can hardly feel freshness in any particular moment of any particular day. And this is the fight. I would say it's spiritual warfare. And if you have no relationship to spirit, you're already lagging behind, my love. There's no judgment in that. It's the truth of it. You are an energetic being, conscious, maybe awakening, maybe numbed out beyond belief. And maybe the self-loathing and self-hatred and self-doubt and insecurities and judgments and comparison have you feeling so low and so bad you can hardly stay on this message. I know, because I've been there myself repeatedly. It's really imperative that day by day you consider focusing on your source self. Another way, another reality, another possibility, however narrow it may feel for you, and breathe into it and offer it to yourself to regrow, to reparent, to become a better steward. If not you, then who? Freedom is hard-earned, and you are worth it. May this message serve you in any way that it can. For those of you wanting to take your journey, this healing journey, to another place, another space, I'll be hosting a live class at Revelation Breathwork tomorrow night, Tuesday, 5:30 Pacific. Wim Hof has an amazing 11 minutes for you just to be with your breath, your relationship with your breath is your relationship to life, is your relationship to aliveness. And no matter what it is, it can always be healthier. It can always be in more flow, more fluid, more true, more honest, more real, more creative, more present, more here. One breath at a time, my love. One breath at a time. Take care of yourself.